Morning, guys. Yeah, we've taken out about 5.5 mil of rain over the last 24, 36 hours, so it's not much, but it's something, that's for sure. So now today, well, Dad's going to be loading up some sheep to take out to Ballally. I'm going to head out there with him because we're going to put a tank on the old hay shed out there so we can store water out there for when we need to do crop spraying, because in the past we've had to drive backwards and forwards between here and there every time we need to refill. So we're going to get organised, we're going to get some gear, take all that out there to Ballally. We're going to unload the sheep, and then we are going to set up an area for a tank to go down, clean out some gutters, maybe trim some trees back and all that sort of good stuff. I need the loader because I need to put the bucket on that, but yeah, we're just going to get organised. I'm going to tell Dad that he's got sheep out down here because I don't think they're supposed to be there. I don't know if you know, there's sheep out back there. Yeah. They're just sitting there under the trees. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I just thought, maybe they've gotten out of that little paddock they were supposed to be in. Oh well, that's alright, nothing to worry about. They're supposed to be down there apparently. There's just a random amount of ewes there that got mated at the wrong time of the season, and they've had a few lambs, so they're just chilling out there under the trees and eating grass, but because they got really young lambs, they're not going to go too far. Dad's going to load some crusher dust in that trailer for that tank base, and I'm on a reconnaissance mission here for a rake, which I think I used down here the other day. There he is. I'll take the leaf rake back up the house and put that back where it belongs. Otherwise someone will be looking for that. And I think our truck's just arrived as well, so... Look at what the cat dragged in. The funny thing is the cat didn't drag anything in, the dog dragged the cat in. Say hello to the sheep.
Say morning. Morning.
You guys just hop out the way a bit.
Yeah! Yeah!
Come on.
Radio!
Come on.
Stop!
Come on. Tell a sheep, get up.
What do you tell the sheep? You say, go on, up. Up.
Go on up. What do you think of the sheep loading, Pia? Good. Alrighty, they are just about finished loading that truck. I am going to get some fuel in the ute. I'm going to go in and pick up a trailer from Elders and a tank that we ordered a while ago that's been sitting in there. So we'll run in, we'll grab that, and then we're going to get on the road. It's a bit chilly. Let's get out of here. Let's see what offerings the Roadhouse has this morning for breakfast. Yeah, look, they had some offerings. acquired. Well, that misty fog has just disappeared and it's turning out to be quite a nice, fine day. Looking lovely. So in my last video I was talking about us relying on rainwater a lot for our operation, and this is what that looks like. If that makes sense. You know, we have to invest in water infrastructure. So if we want good quality water out here at Blaley, we've got to come out, put the tank in, we've got to harvest the water, we've got to maintain the water, you know, the water pipes, our water systems, repair things, even our underground bore water which we use to water our stock. If we want to get water out of the ground, we've got to dig the wells, we've got to maintain them, we've got to look after everything. You know, water doesn't just come delivered to us in a pipe. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention all that again and say that, you know, that's what we have to do to, you know, if we want good quality water on our property. It looks like they got those sheep offloaded well, and Dad's started chipping away at a couple of things here, so let's go see how he's going. So this is the old hay shed. This is probably about the best roof we've got out here, is it, you reckon? Yeah. But as you can see, we've got some pretty seriously overgrown pine trees up here, which we're probably going to have to trim back, clean out the gutter, and then we're just making a bit of a pad here where we're going to hopefully drop that tank.
I mean, we could edge back closer to the shed if you want to. We just have to tidy up there. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can try the string on the tank just to double check that it is actually the right, going to be the right diameter.
Right, now to drop the tank and mess up all that good work. As soon as we drop the tank on there and try and slide it around, we'll muck all that right up. I was going to say, looking in the mirror, was I too far over this way, but it's actually, yeah, that'll probably come off fairly well right there.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to, we might be dropping the trailer and getting all over.
The way that it's tilted back downhill.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'll go getting it off, but we'll see. Close are we to the shed now? I think we've conceded and realised that we need the loader to shift this tank into position. We got it off the trailer, which is one step better than what I thought we were going to do.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to do that.
No. Where do you want all this stuff? Down that side? So to put this into some context for you guys, I'll take my earplugs out so I can hear myself. This old house behind me here is where our farm started. Basically, all those years ago, my great-great-grandfather, they bought this property out here at Blaley, and that's where it all started. We eventually bought land closer back to Jamestown, and this house got condemned probably in the late 80s, early 90s, so nobody's lived out here for a long time. And it's just a bunch of old ruins now, and you know, none of this stuff out here really gets used. This hay shed hasn't had hay in it for as long as I can remember, so that's why things are a little bit overgrown. Things are a little bit rough looking, but yeah, anyway, we've got a good shed here to use where we can collect rainwater, so we're going to do that. We're just going to clean all this stuff up and get it operational again, and then we're going to have some good clean rainwater out here. I was just talking about the old house. What year do you reckon that was condemned up there? Was it in the 90s, early 90s, or was it before then?
Yeah, it'd be mid-80s since anyone lived in it.
Yeah. And then how long since this hay shed's had hay in it? I can hardly remember having hay in it in my life. Maybe when I was very young.
I've had hay in it, again, probably early 2000s.
Yeah.
But
is this a shed that Russell and Leon would have built?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the one at home, same size.
Yeah. It always amazes me what my grandparents were able to do. They built 3 hay sheds. I'm pretty sure they built our workshop at home, and they also built our shearing shed. So it just goes to show how how hard a workers and how skilled these old guys were. They were amazing. So they achieved a lot in their life. But the biggest problem with using this hay shed or using anything out here now is obviously nobody lives out here. If you cut hay at home, you then have to cart it all the way out here, unload it. You need multiple loaders to do that. And then if you want the hay back at home, where most of our other land is, you got to come all the way back out here and get it. So that's why things are just the way they are out here. It's just there's just the way it is. So the good thing is that we cleaned all that up on the top of the roof so that those pine trees can drop more pine needles and block everything up again. We'd love to cut those pine trees down, but we just need a loader out here and the time to do it. But anyway, we're getting there, making improvements. That's what it's all about, moving forward. And honestly, don't feel bad about cutting down these old pine trees. They're awful trees. They are shallow rooted, they're dropping like flies. Look at all the ones that have fallen over here. Up here, another one up there on that old shed up there, another one over there, and there's more up further. They're all falling over anyway. They've all been planted by humans. They're not really, you know, wouldn't really grow here naturally, so. And yeah, they just drop pine needles all over the shed and block up your gutters, and they're awful. They're awful. Dangerous work. Everything with farming is dangerous. Something wants to kill you wherever you go. You must remain vigilant at all times. So I'm just on my way back home there now, back to the main farm. We're going to probably grab the loader and turn around and come straight back the other way. We'll get that tank aligned, get it all set up how we want it to be, and tidy up a few of those branches and a few other things like that out there, and just yeah, get it just about ready to rumble. I've pretty well cleaned up everything that was cut off through here, all the stuff that was on the top of the roof. So what we want to be able to do is actually drive the sprayer through these trees here and then up to the tank. But the problem is we've got a couple of branches here still that are in the way. So I'm gonna use the loader. I'll just put the forks up, see if I can just snap those off just so we can get enough clearance to get up to the tank. Well, this would have been a lot easier with 2 people, wouldn't it? Rightio, she's down. Just wanted to try and get it as close as I could to the back there, which I think I've done pretty well. It's pretty fiddly trying to do it on my own, but anyway, nevertheless, it's down. It's looking good. Let's get out of here. While I'm here, I might go see how much rain is in the rain gauge. 5 mil. Not bad, I'm surprised. It seems damp enough out here, so I guess I'm not that surprised, but still, handy moisture. Look at that sunset. Wowee. Alrighty guys, I just realised that I have come in and got into the nightly routine and I haven't done an outro for my video and said thank you very much for watching the video. So thank you very much for watching the video. Have a good one. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.
Hey, don't forget, hit the thumbs up and subscribe.